water diverted through an acequia, a hand-dug irrigation ditch. 15 miles of acequias irrigated the farmland of the 5 Spanish missions. On our right side, the Hotel Contessa. Back in the 1800s, there was a mill on the right bank, the Nate Lewis Mill. They ground wheat grain. Right here below the mill, water was a foot deep. The horses and wagons crossed here. The old mill crossing. On our right side, the Weston Riverwalk Hotel. High on the left side of the boat, the Tower Life Building. It opened 1929 as Smith Young Insurance. 404 feet tall, 30 stories, neo-Gothic style architecture. 20 gargoyles up near the top of the building serve as drainage. We have a heavy rainfall. Water pours out the mouth of the gargoyles. And above the first floor, up above those trees, you'll see faces. They're known as grotesque. The gargoyles and grotesque, typical of neo-Gothic style and meant to guard the building. On our right side, Homewood Suites. The building was the San Antonio Drug Company, 1919 to 1963. Straight ahead of us, the Bexar County Courthouse. It opened 1896, the county's 4th courthouse. Architect James Riley Gordon. Architectural style Richardson Romanesque. Gordon, he designed 16 courthouses in Texas, 60 nationwide, and the state capitol out in Arizona. Crossing over Floodgate 4. Floodgate 4, it rises up out of the water like a drawbridge. Now look down to the left side of our boat, Floodgate 5. It's a dam, the San Antonio River. It drops off 15 feet back there at Floodgate 5 and flows southeast 131 miles through 6 counties, meeting up with the Guadalupe River just a few miles from San Antonio Bay on the Gulf of Mexico. Now look up high on the right side of the boat, the old Alamo National Bank building. It opened 1929. Drury renovated that old bank building into a hotel, Drury Plaza. They added rooms on top of the parking garage, excavated basement of the garage, constructed over 600 feet of river walk in the flood channel. On our left, up the stairs, Main Plaza, March 9th, 1731. 15 families arrived here from the Canary Islands. They founded San Fernando Cathedral. They set the cornerstone 1738. Straight ahead of us, the north channel of the river. The San Antonio River is spring-fed 4 miles north of here on the campus of the University of the Incarnate Word, up at the Blue Hole, south of there in Brackenridge Park, near the San Antonio Zoo and Whitty Museum. The headwaters 3 to 4 miles north of here. Gate 3, directly overhead, Floodgate 3. We're back in the natural horseshoe bend of the river. And look up on the left side of our boat, the Drury Inn and Suites Hotel. The building opened 1921 as City Public Service Electric and Gas. A flood of September 10th, 1921 claimed 51 lives. Floodwater was to the top of the first floor windows, 8 feet over the streets. Quite a bit of property destroyed or damaged. the city built the flood channel, floodgates, and a dam, the Almas Dam, 5 miles north of here to retain floodwater runoff from the north side of town behind the dam in the Almas Basin, flood retention basin. Oh, it's last year. We haven't had any rain this year. On our right side of the boat, the Aztec Theater, it opened 1926. The front of the theater is upstairs on St. Mary Street. They have a show on stage, San Antonio Rose Live, a 2-hour country western music show. Did you see the movie Selena starring Jennifer Lopez? The footbridge was in the movie. One of the scenes, Jennifer Lopez was sitting on the bridge.
Yeah.
Did you see the boat captain who was in the movie?
Yes.
On our left, the La Mansión del Rio, the hotel opened for the 1968 World's Fair, Hemisphere. The site was originally St. Mary's School for Boys, founded 1853 and evolved into St. Mary's University. They relocated northwest of here. Look high on our left, the Nix Hospital. It opened in 1930. I'm going to show you an optical illusion. From down here, that hospital looks like a wall. A freestanding wall with windows. Look straight up in the air on our left side of the boat. Do you see that wall?
Whoa. Yeah,
the hospital, pharmacy, clinic, doctor's offices, ambulance service, parking garage under one roof. Carol Burnett, Oliver North, and Michael Nesmith were born here. Michael Nesmith, he sang with the Monkees. His mother invented liquid paper. High straight ahead of us, the Hyatt Regency Riverwalk. The hotel opened 1981. They limited the height of that hotel to 16 stories so as not to cast a shadow on the Alamo in the evening when the sun sets. You can head from the Riverwalk through the Hyatt Regency up the beautifully landscaped walkway to the Alamo, the Paseo del Alamo, the passage to the Alamo. Have you been up to the Alamo? I have relatives who fought there. My aunt and uncle got in a fight up there a few days ago. This is the Crockett Street Bridge. It is identical to the Presser Street Bridge we saw earlier. On our right side, the Casino Club building. It opened 1927. The Casino Club was a German social club founded by German immigrants 1853. There are apartments upstairs. One of the apartments was once home to a well-known author, Alex Haley. He wrote the book Roots. It became a television miniseries 1977. You look up on the right side of the boat, you'll see the Clifford Building. 1941, Robert Hugman, father of the Riverwalk, the architect who designed the Riverwalk, had his office where that restaurant is. You'll see his name below the green railing at street level, architect R.H.H. Hugman, AIA, American Institute of Architects. Hugman had his office here, 1941, proving businesses could survive down here once flood control measures were implemented. Entering the mandate. On the right side of the boat, the Casa Rio. Mexican restaurant. It opened 1946. The oldest restaurant on the Riverwalk, Casa Rio. They pioneered dining along the banks of the river and boat tours. They ran Venetian-style gondolas, like you see in the waterways of Venice. The gondolier stood on the back and pushed the gondola through the water. The gondoliers sang. They serenaded passengers. Sorry. I'll spare you the misery. Do we have anybody on board who sings? You sing solo? Sing solo, we can't hear. On our left, the Chamber of Commerce. We've left the natural horseshoe bend of the river. We've entered the Hemispheric extension, the man-made addition of the river built for the 1968 World's Fair Hemisphere. They excavated from the street level down, built the Chamber of Commerce, built the convention center, planted all of these trees, built the waterfall, the man-made waterfall helped circulate water. Water aerated, moving and flowing out of this man-made channel back to the natural horseshoe bend of the river that we came from. Look on the right side of the boat, you'll see the cypress knees growing out of the ground. The cypress knees are part of the root system of the trees. Old cypress have these knees. Native Montezuma do not. Entering the CCA. Now look up over Market Street, high above the downtown skyline, the Tower of the Americas. It opened for Hemisphere 1968 at 622 feet to the rooftop, the second tallest freestanding tower in the United States. Do you know what the tallest is? The Stratosphere. The Las Vegas Stratosphere, 1,000 feet, R Tower 622. The Seattle Space Needle 606. This is the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, named to honor the first Hispanic elected to the U.S. Congress. Henry B. Gonzalez was elected to the U.S. House 1961. Look on our left, the Lila Cockrell Theater, named to honor the city's first female mayor. And near the top, the Confluence of Civilization mural, the theme of Hemisphere 1968, the Confluence of Civilization. Now they've expanded the convention center. The newer edition, this opened in the year 2000, 11 years ago. What they did, they demolished the Hemisphere Arena, the original home to the San Antonio Spurs. They moved to the Alamo Dome in 93, 2002, out to the AT&T Center. You can head up the sidewalk under the convention center, up the stairs to Hemisphere Park, the site of the 68th World's Fair. It's just a short walk from here up to the Tower of the Americas and Institute of Texan Cultures Museum, now affiliated with the Smithsonian Institution. The Institute of Texan Cultures, excellent museum. It opened as the Texas Pavilion for Hemisphere 1968. Hey, they asked how wide our boats are. We told them 8 feet. They made this 10 feet wide. On a windy day, we come through here and scrape. They added rails to guide our boat. It's like the Jungle Cruise at Disney. Now look up on the right side of the boat, the Lila Cockrell Theater, the confluence of civilization mural, theme of Hemisphere 68, the work of a well-known artist from Mexico, Juan O'Gorman. The mural consists of 400,000 1-inch polished stones, 11 different natural colored stones quarried from 7 countries, the confluence of civilization. On our right side, the Grand Hyatt Convention Center Hotel, 32 stories, 1,000 rooms, condominiums on the top 8 floors. The Dallas Cowboys stayed here. They had a 2-week summer training camp at the Alamo Dome. Not sure if they trained or went sightseeing. Exiting CCS. On our left, you'll see the cypress knees growing out of the ground. Bald cypress have the knees, the Montezuma do not. When Rio San Antonio Cruises hired me yesterday, they asked me, Doug, how tall are you? I told them 5'4". They said I'd be the perfect height. Straight ahead of us, the statue, San Antonio de Padua. 12th century saint. The river and city were named after him. June 13th of 1691, the feast day of St. Anthony. Father Damian Massanet held the first Catholic Mass in the area along the banks of the river. They named the river in honor of St. Anthony. The statue was a gift from Portugal for the 1968 World's Fair Hemisphere. Entering RC Litter. This is one of our other locations. We have 3 locations we operate tours out of. Same tour. The mall, River Center Mall, it opened 1988. There are over 125 stores, over 1 million square feet of shopping at River Center. On stage, the band Andean Fusion. They're from South America, from Peru.
Bayağı da var. Şaka bak. Hiç böyle hepsi gelmişti bence yani. Hiç buraları görmedik yani. Bir geldik göreli. Kör gözüne gittik. Nasıl zaman?
Ne? Restorana giderken mi?
Restorana gittik. Tabii restoran verdik. Hiçbir şey yok.
Andean Fusion from South America, all the way from Peru. They play here daily. You can head from the Riverwalk in the mall, up the escalator, out the door at the IMAX Theater. You're at the back of the Alamo. Over on the west end of the mall, next door to the Alamo, the historic Menger Hotel, established 1859. The bar, Menger Bar, a replica of a pub in London's House of Lords. 1898, Teddy Roosevelt recruited Rough Riders in the bar, trained them along the banks of the river, and took them to Cuba to fight in the Spanish-American War. San Juan Hill, Cuba, 1898. Have you all been over here to the mall? I was in here this morning. I had to get these glasses repaired.
Texas nesi?
Now look on the right side of the boat, another view of the statue. The statue was a gift from Portugal for Hemisphere 1968. The statue was located over in Hemisphere Park. After the World's Fair, they moved that statue down to the Riverwalk.
Tamam götüreceğim şimdi ben sizi yemeğe.
Bunun bir şey, bunun yiyebiliriz.
They're reconstructing the sidewalks on our right side of the boat. Over the years, the roots of the trees tend to push up under the sidewalk, cause it to buckle. So they're rebuilding the sidewalk on our right side. Now look up high on the right side of the boat, you'll see the steeple of St. Joseph's Church, founded by German immigrants, 1868. German immigrants, Lutherans, founded St. John's, the Catholic St. Joseph's. Now look over here on the right side under the cypress, right on the bank. That bird, that's a cormorant. The cormorant, they dive into the river and catch fish. They become a nuisance around the fish hatcheries. Hatcheries have had to put nets up to keep the cormorant out. Now we're headed back by the Chamber of Commerce. If you look up on the street level beyond the Chamber of Commerce, you'll see an orange sculpture, the Torch of Friendship, a gift from Mexico, the summer of 2002. The sculptor Sebastian, the Torch of Friendship, friendship between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada.
Benim bildiğim free trade area. Benim bildiğim free trade area diyorum.
Ne yaptın? İyi mi?
All right. Now look up over the Market Street Bridge, the Hilton Palacio del Rio, the palace on the river, Palacio del Rio. The hotel opened for Hemisphere 1968. We were in need of hotels. We needed them built quickly. H.B. Zachary Company built that Hilton in 202 working days, just 7.5 months. Modular construction. The rooms were stacked like Legos. Built at H.B. Zachary headquarters south of town, carried up here on flatbed trucks, lifted with cranes, and stacked like Lego blocks. Modular construction. Hey folks, I've enjoyed having you along on our tour. I hope you all enjoy your stay in San Antonio.